Here we go, Leo. It's all about you. Looks like Leo's been putting out an awful lot of money in the last little bit, trying to get everything right, trying to take the upside down world and make it right. And I would say that that has been a focus. Maybe there's a lot of money coming out of your pocket going into your family's pocket. Maybe your family kind of needs you, so you've been the extended bank for a lot of people. And if you haven't been the extended bank, your bills are taking all your money. So either way, your bills are paid, other bills are paid, and money's kind of been a little bit of a problem. Not to say that you haven't got money, just that a lot more is going out than is coming in. But that looks like it's about to change. So this is a good thing, okay? Temperance is above. Temperance tells me that as far as your health goes, I would say that it's getting better and better, and maybe those sunny days are helping an awful lot. That's super to hear. I would also say that if you are if you've been feeling sort of emotional or even not emotional, this time is going to bring that to a balance. So if you've been, maybe really whiny or really emotional, that's going to settle down. Or if you've been cold or unable to feel emotion, maybe stunned like a deer in the headlights, that's going to stir up. It's going to balance. Let me just say that. Your emotional situation will be in more balance in the coming days, okay? I would say that in the workplace there is, you've been maybe doing some things that you don't want to do, or don't like doing, or have not liked doing, being put into positions that you feel too much stress or too much on your plate. I think that that's not exactly what you want. So I'm going to say that I know there's, let me see, we have a new moon coming when that just happened. By the next new moon, I'd say that's going to settle down and you'll be doing more of what you like as well. As far as love and love relationships, it looks like those that are single maybe have started to stir the pot and put some energy out there to see what will come back. And maybe nothing has come back yet, but don't be discouraged. It'll be coming soon enough. And for those that are involved in relationship, maybe they have been too busy with other things in the universe and unable to fully give their attention to you. And I think that in the coming days, that's also going to settle down. Okay, let's see what else I got here for you. Hello there. Just so you know, I'm doing a reading right now for the Leos because it's Leo season. And when I'm done doing the Leos, I will do all the other signs. So this also speaks of, how do I put that? Maybe not because of your situation with the work energy and putting out energy in a way that you're not really happy. Like for instance, I'm a Leo and I would much rather be doing readings and creating, but I've had to do bookkeeping and packing and pricing and merchandising, not my favorite stuff to do. So you may also be faced with some things like that you didn't really want to do, but you are doing. Let me see here. So I think that you're not putting your whole heart into things like that because you don't like it. So I don't know exactly how to fix that except for to grin and bear it and hope for the best, and maybe soon it'll end and you'll be doing more of what you like. That's what I was thinking will happen. Probably by the next new moon you'll be doing way more of what you like. Okay, so another thing with Leos is there may be a lot going on in your family or around your family, and I'm going to say that there's something unexpected that may show up or shine down on your family, and I'm hoping that it's a good thing, but it looks like it could be a challenge, so keep that in mind. Those Leos that are single needs to recognize that you're going to stay single if you don't stir the pot, so you need to get involved in some, dating scenes, and getting involved might mean going to events, going to bars, going online, whatever it is you need to do, okay? Anger has been a big thing, to be honest with you, and I would say that that is, it's because you're being extended by activities that you don't want to do, and your family's kind of putting you in a position, or people really close to you putting you in a positions that you don't want to be doing. So that's a bit of an irritation. In fact, just yesterday I had to apologize for being irritated easily. So yeah, I get where you're going. Transcend healing. Yeah. You may have a youth in your family, or someone that is a young adult that maybe is not doing the things that you would like them to do. Maybe a little irresponsible, a little bit unreliable. I mean, not overall, but certainly they have been, and that's a source of your irritation. Thank you. Thank you, Lorna. So I'm going to say that there's this thought about walking away from the people in your circle that are taking advantage, or by virtue of them not doing what they need to do, they are dumping it on you. So you're the default button, and I think that's just too much for you. But you can't really move now, can you? And they can't really move either. So it's something that you're going to have to work with, and you're going to have to speak your mind, speak your truth, put some boundaries up, not let people push you around. I would say that's important. Another thing I'm seeing here is a possibility of travel, or going back home, or going somewhere that you would feel is like home, somewhere that you've loved. Not necessarily to move there, but maybe for a visit. I do see that coming up in the very near future. Work, I think that whatever job you're doing, or whatever way you're making money, I would see that, or hey there, lady. Oh, did you hear what I just said about travel? It's funny, it showed up in the cards. So it does look like whatever you do around money, you're going to have to probably do more than one thing. So maybe put your hand into, doing some crafts, and then doing some sales, and then making some food maybe, fixing things, organizing things. Hi there. Thank you. So I think that as long as you put a little effort into every area that you have an interest in, or every area that money can be made, I think that that'll be really helpful to you. And I think you have a little bit coming in all the directions. So if you have to, let's say you did what I did, I just opened a store, and then I'm going to do fairs, and I'm going to do marketplaces, and get your name out there, get yourself known. That's the kind of thing that Leo's going to be doing, is stirring the pot and getting people involved in the activities that they do. So if you have a job that is sort of mundane, I would say even there you may have a lot of different types of jobs, and everyone depends on you to sort of do all of them. I'd say that the workplace is going to bring you a lot of happiness. And I think that you'll learn a lot of things over the next little while about all the options that are out there for you. So definitely stay with your finger on the pulse as it comes to, listening to everything that's going on in the community. Listen to your people, listen to your clients, listen to your team players, to your colleagues. Juggle everything. And I'd say that you're going to pull a lot of this together in a really good way. Okay? Again, though, you got to be a little cautious around money, because you're probably putting out a whole lot more money than you're actually bringing in yet. But that's going to change, and all your efforts are going to be blessed. You're going to be blessed, because it looks to me like your rewards are more and more people are going to find out about what you're doing. More and more people are going to love what you're doing, and more people are going to come together for you. So definitely this is going to be a very, very, very good time for Leos. Okay, especially around money, especially around reconnecting with people, and I guess learning the new ropes. It's going to be a good thing. I'm a little concerned about some of the things I'm seeing here around family health, so just keep that in mind. Listen carefully to people if they're not doing what they need to do to investigate their health. I would say that you could be very helpful in poking that bear and getting them out there, showing you care, showing you love them. Some Leos may be lucky to be engaging with a wonderful Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person. I would say that's going to stir in the next month. So for those people that are not involved, you might just get a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius person to pay attention to you. Seriously, within a week or a month, up to a month, you are definitely going to have something come your way. There may be some arguments with either your children or your siblings. You may win the argument, you may win that, but in the long run, I got to say, it still doesn't feel good. You don't want to be fighting with people that you love, but it looks like there's some hard-headed people in your family, people in your circle, and that might just be that you have to. Now, if you've, like we spoke a little bit earlier about being irritated or angry, that is an energy that is stirring right now, I think, amongst a lot of people from the type of the moon and Capricorn energy. I think there's a lot of things going on in the universe, and as we come out of the COVID days, we're still trying to find our footing. So just give yourself a break, acknowledge when you're feeling crabby. If you've got too much on your plate, spread it out, tell somebody to help you, and things will be okay. But I do think your family may be stressing you out the most, to be honest, especially if you're working with your family. Okay, there might be also some marriages or weddings that'll be on the horizon for at least a handful of you, and I'm going to tell you that one of those weddings will not happen. Isn't that interesting? And it looks like they're going to postpone it. So there may be some good reason for that, and you may not hear all of the reasons, but one of them may have to do with infidelity. Yeah. So that is a bit of a problem. I would definitely say that that is an issue. So there looks like there might be a few, there's always lots of weddings in the summer for sure, but Leo looks like they're involved, and this one may be a wedding that's in your family, or at least two of them in your family, and one of them will not happen or will be postponed for an indefinite period. So keep that in mind. It may have to do with infidelity, it may have to do with not doing what they say, or not being loyal in some way, or flirtatious somewhere else, or maybe just not having their eye on their partner in a way that the partner would feel safe and confident. So that definitely is going to stir up. I'm going to say in the next, it may even happen the next 6 weeks to 3 weeks, 2.5 weeks. No, 6 days, excuse me. That may happen within 6 days to 2.5 weeks. That'll happen. And this may be a man that tells you about it. So, and that person may be a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. Yeah. And they may not want to stay in the relationship, and you may be involved in that conversation. Oh dear, Lorna. I hope that isn't true for you. But it does look like something like that's going to happen. Okay, so now, as far as, oh, here's an interesting thing, is check in on your vehicles. It does look like one of them is going, at least it looks like there's going to be a vehicle issue. Either you don't have the vehicle that you want, or you don't have a vehicle that's reliable, or you don't have a vehicle that does what you need. And so there will be an issue with vehicles, and likely there will be an interest in purchasing another one. So I would say at least wait. Make sure there isn't a retrograde of Saturn. Make sure there isn't a retrograde of Mercury before you make that purchase. That's all I can say, is make sure that isn't happening. So double check it on Google before you make the purchase, okay? I'm going to say that there's a number of Leos that really don't give a crap if they're in a relationship or not. So I'm going to point out those ones too, because A lot of them maybe just want to date, maybe we just want to have fun, they don't want to get tied down. There's lots of activities in the summer, maybe they just want to do whatever they want to do. Okay, so definitely I would say that those Leos just won't put the energy into looking for a partner, and that's okay. That is okay. Some of you may be single for quite a while, and it's not because you don't really want a partner. It's probably more because what you've been looking for hasn't shown up, so you kind of lost interest. All right, and also because you know, you like to do what you want to do when you want to do it, and I guess Leo does like to be their own boss. In a relationship, you often have to share that collective decision making, and I don't think Leo's very good at it. So that may be a bit of an issue. Okay, let's look to your workplace energy again here. There may be someone in the workplace who gives you a headache. You're going to have a talk with them. You're going to have to, you know, bear the truth, share exactly how you're feeling. You're going to have to be communicating with them from your heart, you know, say exactly how it is for you. If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If you want them to do it, speak loudly. If you think you're doing more work than them, say it, you know. And if you think they're not doing what they need to do to keep your good reputation in the workplace, then speak up, because it matters, right? The person who I think you may have an unwell person in the family, that person, I'm going to say, they may be feeling really weak and really unsettled with whatever's going on with them. Probably not getting proper doctor care, or not having someone who's really paying attention to all the symptoms and signs. So I'm going to say the doctor's missing what's going on with you. So what am I pointing to is getting a second opinion, and maybe go to a completely different doctor, because whatever's going on looks like it's a chain of events. So this happened, they give you medicine for that. Then this happens, and nobody realizes that there's a broken link somewhere. So take time, speak to other important, intelligent medical professionals to get second opinions. And I think that whoever is sick can come out of it, but they will require a second opinion. Okay, because it looks like they've been sick for a while and it's just getting worse. Oh no. It could be you. You are part of the family. It could be you. Yes, it could. When it's often, the way I see it here is whatever's wrong may be attached to the family. So it could be a hereditary issue. Are you sick with hereditary problems? If you are, that could be you that I'm speaking about. Okay? Let's see what else we have. There may be someone who comes to you from the past. This might be someone that you've known a long time, and they come from a long distance and come to see you. How do I want to put that? They know the family, they've known you for a long time. There may have been, you know, some rocky situations between you, some, you know, wavy waters, however you want to put it. Again, I see conversation is the way out of a lot of these problems. But, you know, we can forgive, but don't forget. We can forgive. Oh, thank you. We can forgive, but do not forget. Okay? Do not forget. Because you need to adjust yourself according to the truth of people. You know, a lot of times people don't listen to what people say. If someone says, you know, they might be too good for you, maybe it's true. Maybe they are too good for you. Or if someone says that you're too good for them, maybe it's true that you're too good for them. So you really should listen to them, and because people say what's really happening. People say what's in their heart. Okay? If someone says that they can't quit drinking, listen to them. Don't take it on as if you can help them. Okay? So listen to what people say. Some of you Leos may be dealing with a very interesting mother. Maybe she's not very nurturing. Maybe you've been their mother. Maybe she's not so inspiring because you've been inspiring them. That's your role. Often Leos are their mother's mother. I guess that's just the way it is. I also see that a lot of Leos here, normally they have a lot of friends, but I think the situation with COVID has pulled everyone back, and I think there's some work that you need to do in regrouping and reconnecting and getting back out there with your friends. You may have also had a bit of a disinterest in being as active and as involved as you used to be. I think you need to really look at that and get yourself back out there. Remember I was saying about emotion, either you've been too crybaby or you haven't been able to cry, and that what I see happening is a need to get back in balance. And I think that situations will stir you to find a way to get to balance. And this may be because you haven't had the friends that you've needed to talk to, or you haven't chosen to talk to them. Your mother's not very much of a listener, that type of thing. So I'm going to say Leos are having a bit of a hard time, feeling as if they're, orphans and don't have any support. Okay. And that mother might be a bit of an addicted person. She may have addictive personality, or she has obsessive compulsive disorders, or she has mental health issues of some sort. One thing's for sure, she may be very selfish. Sorry. But overall, Leo, this is your card, and you're going to have a good summer. You're going to have a good time, lots of new energy flowing back into place, and I'd say that you're going to get back in your game. It's going to be a lot better than it has been in the past, I can tell you that. Things are finally coming together for the Leo. But that does not mean you won't experience the normal ebbs and flows of life and problems. Just keep in mind what I was saying about your family. That's probably the biggest thing I'm worried about, is what's going on with your family, and be a really good idea for you to keep your ear to the ground on all of that and listen carefully to whoever it is that isn't feeling well. And if it's you who isn't feeling well, then you better listen to yourself. And don't forget what I said, a second opinion is absolutely mandatory. Okay, I'm now all yours and back at it. Leo, that was for you. And happy birthday to the Leo, and I hope you have a wonderful Leo season.